With Alec Baldwin.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer, the circle the lips, play ball. Play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives.
Take off the caps.
Here at Strong Island Television and Paradise Studios in beautiful Massapequa, New York, along Sunrise Highway and the Long Island Railroad. I'm painting a picture. We have Steve Oliva here tonight. We have Patty Marone.
Yeah, all
We have
right.
Patty Squared, Patty Marone, Patty G.
Patty G's usually behind the glass. He's doing a
Yeah,
great job,
that's,
Patty.
that's exactly where he belongs, but we have an open seat.
Don't say that to
it's
Patty.
not
We
right.
miss Patty.
We love Patty. We love Patty.
Well, let's not go that far.
So let's go. Good to be here. We got a good show tonight. A lot of fun. Most of the show is going to be based around the Laughter Saves Lives trip to Florida this week. We got back late last night, Patty and I.
Yeah.
We
that
had a
was some
ball.
that was some flight.
Steve could not come with us. We missed him. We thought about Steve often.
And everybody at the shows were all asking about
Yes,
Steve.
everybody said, "Where's the guy that isn't funny?" And we
Yeah.
said he stayed home.
They almost canceled one show because
Almost.
Steve wasn't there, but John had to convince him that
In
we
fact,
were good enough.
the lady did say to me, she said, "You only have 3 comics. What's the story?" She was a little upset. I said, "Well, he had an issue. He had to stay home." She goes, "I don't know if we like that. Is that the guy that was on the TV show?" I go, "No." She goes, "Oh, it's okay."
Yeah.
So
Hold on one second.
we did miss it.
Who was on the team?
In reference to your last comment,
Yes,
you left the unfunny guy at home.
yes.
Here's a quote from the president, vice president of Laughter Saves Lives, Butch Seltzer. You might know him.
Oh,
might know,
He's
yeah.
the ex-vice president.
Okay.
For this
And
week.
what did he say?
Patty G's campaign.
Steve Oliva, quote unquote, his comedy is flawless. End quote. Thank you, Butch Seltzer, a man who knows comedy. Opened for some of the greats, by the way, Andrew Dice Clay, Jimmy J.J. Walker, and Gallagher.
Yeah.
let's talk
well,
about-
I think I agree with the.
Let's not
agree
dwell
with,
on that. He's been
Steve.
dwelling on this for weeks. This one comment.
Yeah, really.
Let's talk about.
What did Steve?
He was flawless. Steve.
What did Butch say about you on that show? You weren't there. Didn't he say some nice words about
Yes,
you?
it was very lovely words. So let's talk about the flight.
Hold on one second.
Steve flew.
Real quick. Here's another quote.
He wasn't on a trip, and he's got.
Steve is weird and creepy, but kind of funny.
Just the girl that responded on.
No, that was my sister.
So the flight was good. Patty hasn't flown in how many years?
17 years.
17 years. The flight going out there was lovely.
It was great.
The flight coming back was scary.
It was tough. I was looking outside and I was trying to
closed
take
the
some
window.
video from it. I had the window down.
But
then I looked out at one point and I was looking out and I'm looking at the wing and I'm saying, we're stationary in the sky. What are we doing? We're over Manhattan.
We were hovering.
We were
hovering.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
plane was
Did you see the
hovering.
gremlin on the wing?
Yeah.
Like,
And I had a few. We got delayed. I had a few beers in the Skyline, Delta Skylines.
Oh.
Anyway, anytime you want to travel, you got to travel with Loroki.
There you go. I took care of him.
Pre-check. We went and flew in there. Delta Skylines. We got loaded. Well, John
I
didn't.
didn't get loaded. He was at the bar, loaded.
The last time Pat flew, he called the stewardess abroad and told her to light his cigarette.
No, that was the second. That was the second flight this time also.
No, we
What-
sat.
what did you
we
say to
sat.
Randy with the
we,
bag?
we sat in the no class section.
We go, but everybody's getting on a plane coming home, and the lady is there on the phone, right? 8 people behind her, and she's complaining she can't get the bag in, and she doesn't want to bring it to the back. But she's talking on the phone. Everybody's building behind her. So he says at one point, "What did you say? What did you say?" When everybody started
I
laughing.
said, enough with this fucking bag now.
Had a boy.
Everybody was, and I looked at her and I go, "Let me help you." I go, "You know you're holding up the whole plane, right?" She didn't hear what I was saying. She's talking on the phone.
Well, maybe if she didn't have a duffel bag full of your hair gel in the compartment, she would have been able to fit it.
And John was a complete gentleman. He got up and helped to put her in there, and I'm like, this guy's a what? And she barely said thank you to him.
Really, I was helping everybody
He's
else more than
he's a
her.
total gentleman. Total
What
gentleman.
he was going to say, jerk.
No, total.
John-
No, you are a total gentleman.
John-
You said John helped her in. He shoved her in the overhead.
I wanted to shove her in the overhead thing, but
I
John
see.
was very polite with her.
Okay.
So
She could have made us miss a plane.
It's possible.
Yeah, that's what
she
they-
was
what
getting
that's-
hostile.
No, not miss a plane, but get miss our place taken off.
Yeah.
Because then we would have got here, Steve, instead of there.
I
Oh.
see.
That's what the pilot
So we
said.
circled the airport for like 15 minutes, and it was like
5 minutes.
boat. No, it wasn't 5 minutes.
Now this is going down to
It
Florida.
wasn't 5 minutes.
Back to
We were
the-
going
Back- this is
up
coming
and
back
down.
up.
I hear the wheels going up and down. I'm sitting there like this. So I go to John. I go, John, what's happening?
What's that? What do I know? I'm sitting by the aisle watching the Met game. He's asking me what's happening. And that's the TV's
I'm
in
getting
ice.
nauseous. I'm getting seasick.
We didn't have TVs go
Now
to Ohio.
you were in the you were the
on any of our flights.
you were the save
The emergency
the
thing.
emergency yeah.
So I wanted to know what I had
He
to
was
do.
with a third
I-
responders.
I take my chances with the lady with the overhead bag over you.
Well, I'm not a first responder like you guys.
Well, Tom DiDario would have done it, and he's a last
He's
responder.
the last responder. That was funny. So getting out there, we hit the ground running. We went right to Melbourne to try to hawk some tickets on the street.
Yeah, wow.
We followed old ladies out of restaurants.
Oh, my God.
Hey, you want to come to a show? Oh, what's the best line of the
we
week?
met a
though?
lot. We met a lot of nice people. There.
We wanted to do a funny video. For
Video,
Steve.
yeah, video.
We want to say it's funny video for
Video.
Steve.
Video.
Oh, this is the
Okay.
best.
So
We're in this
can
place-
I tell this
wait, wait.
freaking
We're
story?
in this place, Duffy's. I'm
Duffy's,
saying.
big sports bar across from City Field.
Italian joint.
Of course. No, it was with the baseball town. So it was a big sports bar. So we're saying, I want to make this video. Steve, he keeps saying, when am I going to make that video? What do you mean? So I said, let's get a cute girl and make the video. This way, Steve will, we'll tease him a little more with the whole like, they were disappointed he wasn't there.
Right.
So a cute young waitress comes over.
That would have been good as I was laying naked on my couch. But
Yes.
go ahead.
The cute one waitress comes over about midnight, maybe at 11 o'clock at night, and she walks over.
Beautiful blonde.
Beautiful blonde. And she walks over to the table, and I look at her and I go, "Would you make a video for us?"
I jump back. I go like this. I go.
No,
No, not that type of video.
Patty G said that to a woman in Walmart the other day.
But I'm like, what is he talking? Then
on
I got
Facebook.
it.
He's
then I
so
go-
naive. We would have been sitting in a jail out there.
But you see, that's an innocent comment. You really meant nothing behind it other than
No.
a funny video.
No, but her face.
But her face, you had to see her face. She goes,
panicked
and I'm
on
going,
her
Did,
face.
did she go?
he didn't
Did
mean
she
it.
go again?
No.
Oh, she was up. She was like, huh? And I'm like, oh my God.
That was
I said,
funny.
we're gonna get locked up. John's gonna get us pinched.
So we went to Duffy's one night. We stopped by the Met Spring Training Complex, but it was closed. I wanted to buy some stuff. That was kind of fun.
And what was that restaurant we ate at? It was a health food place.
Oh, bowl something or other. Twice. I
Yeah.
took Patty quinoa.
Oh,
And what
quinoa's
else?
good.
Yeah,
Quinoa.
quinoa.
We had quinoa. We had.
And we
I
had,
heard Pat said, "King, what the hell is this crap?"
No. If
Hey, I make quinoa. I did
Get it,
cooking. I
quinoa?
did,
That
I did
was
cooking
big.
demos
That
with
was bad?
quinoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was.
Say it again.
Patty said, "King, what the hell is this?"
It was bad.
Wordplay.
Okay.
Wordplay.
So Patty.
Why
Patty
did you even make him do it again? For? You should have just let it go. Poor
Patty
guy.
eats the healthy food. We walk outside, and Patty says, "What?"
Did he get sick?
Let's go to Five Guys.
Five Guys is
Yeah.
right next door. He goes, "I had my appetizer. I had this healthy bowl."
so you
That's
had
funny.
5 guys.
No, we didn't.
No.
We didn't. No, he
It was good. It was actually we had
I-
grilled chicken, had pork. We had the quinoa, and then you had these cilantro noodles. It was good. It was good.
I heard you didn't go to 5 Guys because the 6th guy couldn't make it.
No,
You're on
well,
fire tonight,
we
Pat.
had some good meals. We're going to
All right.
talk about some of the meals, the homemade meals. But I'm going to do right now our sponsors at MCN Matt. The commercial's coming out soon. Don't
Should
say
I
it,
do it in my
Patty.
Michael Caine voice?
Established. Established in 2003.
No, please don't do it in a
MCN
Michael
Duct
Caine.
Cleaning LLC is the end result of many years of research, continuing education, and determination. With a background in HVAC systems,
HJ.
HVAC systems are working for an HVAC company. For over 13 years, Matty Nichols realized the need to provide better, cleaner, and safer environment, not only for his own family, but for families in his community. MCM is now expanded to both Suffolk and Nassau. They do great work. They clean the whole things out. Their goal is to be the #1 source of HVAC cleaning. Give Matty a call, 631-885-5736. That's 631-885-5736. He's a good man. He does good work.
Give him a call.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, you don't even have to have just a restaurant. You can have, Your house, your air conditioning unit should be cleaned out before the season.
Yeah.
All
They
kinds of
actually,
things are happening there.
You know, Matt is great. He does it all.
Does it
he
all.
actually, last week, he cleaned out Pat's belly button, which was pretty cool.
And I needed him on the vacation. I had so much lint in it this week. I had sand in it from the beach.
How did you get sunburn on your belly? What did you tell everybody?
Oh, I said, I used it in the show. I said, listen, everything else is fine. Only had suntan on my belly, sunburn on my belly. I said, I guess because it's so close to the sun, that's what happens.
Belly was
Don't put yourself down like that.
That's okay.
It was
By
a
the way,
funny
I
joke. It was a funny joke.
I rubbed suntan lotion on Pat's back one day. I got done 3 hours later.
Wait a minute. Before you take the phone call, I'm sorry, phone caller, but listen,
Hold on, caller. Hold on 1 second, please.
we checked into the hotel, and the girl's saying, "You want separate room?" I said, "No." I said, "We want to share a bed together. How are we going to cuddle?" He's getting like all the.
No, I
he goes,
wasn't
"No."
getting-
He goes, "No, we got separate rooms." I'm going. I said, "Really? We just
Not only he wants us,
we
he's
wanna
telling
spend
ladies
some
same
time."
room. He's saying one bed.
And
Then
I
you said, you mind making a video?
I said, yeah. Then I said, we want to spend time in the hot tub too. Do you have the hot tub at night? So then we go into Duffy's, and I go to the girl. Goes, how's everything? I said, we're on our first date. He was getting so
Relentless.
pissed off.
Relentless.
Oh, mowing out in Florida.
Who is on the line? Laughter Saves Lives Live.
Hi, John. It's Elizabeth.
Who is this?
Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth!
Hold on 1 second. We want to set this up, Elizabeth. So we did a wonderful show on Saturday. Vero Beach, a private community. Was it Woodfield, Elizabeth? What is it called? Elizabeth? Elizabeth?
I can hear you.
What is the community called? Woodfield?
Woodfield, yes.
Okay, so we go to Woodfield community, beautiful pool, houses, unbelievable, and a beautiful clubhouse to do the show. Lighting, sound. I had the Janet Jackson microphone I was working with. Beautiful. So I go up there and I do a whole Laughter Saves Lives presentation, right? I do my thing, and I bring up Patty Marone. Patty goes up there, does a wonderful job. Funny, kills it. I go up, I do 35 minutes of comedy.
Why do you got to tell us you did your presentation? I saw you do that at a urinal one day to a guy next to you.
R.C. Smith goes up, kills. I go up, I hand out the raffles. Elizabeth won 3. You gotta read it. You gotta read it.
Wait.
Elizabeth.
I'm gonna read. I can read. I remember.
Where is it?
I memorized it because Elizabeth's so nice. So we're at the beach, and I go, John, look at this nice quote on this Laughter Saves Lives page. He goes, you want to hear it? I go, you want to hear it? He goes, yeah, I want to hear it. So I go, listen to this. Last night I met 2 great guys, Pat Marone and R.C. Smith. 2 very, very funny comedians. So John's going, what happened to me? How'd you forget about me?
That's not what I
I did 30 minutes. I said, wait a minute, there's more. I said, and then there was another guy. He was fantastic. He was a big help. He handed out all the raffle baskets. He
cleaned
was
the
selling
toilets.
T-shirts.
Now let's hear it from Elizabeth's point of view. Number one, Elizabeth, thank you for taking the time to call in tonight. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You guys are great.
So tell us a little bit about the show first, and then tell me if your review was accurate, or did I bully you into changing it, as Pat is
You
saying?
bullied her. You bullied her. She's a nice woman. She had a good time, and you
Let
had
her
a
talk. Let her talk.
Let us speak.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
I mean, John, you kind of ate the mic a lot. So it was a little hard to hear what you were doing because you kept trying to, I don't know, were you trying to, like, kiss
Maybe you should have gone to
the mic?
Five
I mean,
Guys.
Come on, I mean, seriously, you had a real hard time with the mic up there. It's almost like you needed something in your hand, not in your mouth.
Don't- a lot of people have that problem.
And Elizabeth, how was the show in general?
Oh, the show was absolutely hysterical. It's just laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. You guys kill it.
Thank
You know, John, you got up and you did some spieling while everybody else is getting warmed up, and you warmed up the audience, and you were hysterical, and you gave some background about the foundation, how it got started, and then you got Pat up there, and Pat killed it. Funny as hell, I'm telling you.
Thank you.
And then after Pat, you went back up there and you
Ate the mic.
told your jokes and your real life issues with your wife and the kids, and then you were up there about, I didn't think it was 35 minutes. I thought it was a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, it felt longer. I know.
Sometimes it feels
It felt
longer.
like an hour, right?
Thanks. Thank you, Elizabeth.
I had a colonoscopy. That same feeling.
I mean, you and that Mike were really getting it on. I'm telling you.
I
And
love
then,
this girl.
And then RC, that man, you can tell that he was the warm up for the talk shows. I
Yeah,
mean, he
that's true.
interacted with the audience like I've never seen.
Yeah, me neither.
He was phenomenal.
Fast, and his memorization of names and what they did was fantastic. And he just, God, he was funny.
Well, you know what? You guys were an awesome audience to go down to Florida, be away from home, be away from family, and come into a place where you feel so welcome. We really appreciated. I mean, forget about the stage, the lighting, the sound were phenomenal. You guys came to enjoy yourselves and came to laugh, and we really did have a great time.
And you
Tell
guys
her-
were kind of in a food coma when you got there.
Well, why
Yes.
was he eating the mic then? He should have been full by then.
Well,
I think might have been dessert. I don't know.
We'll put her up next show.
Elizabeth, I didn't think you were going to be this good when you called in. I told her to have some fun with it, but
He kind of wants to go back to the two-person interview.
Let me tell you, that audience was phenomenal.
They were.
They were great people. Everybody there.
Unbelievable.
Elizabeth, they were so terrific. John Santos not here, so I'll do.
and they all drove back in their golf carts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not quite like Plantation, or I think it's called Plantation down here, with all golf
Yeah.
golf carts. But we're getting there.
Well,
got our
I can't
scooter.
thank you enough for calling in. And I asked you today, I'm going to put you on the spot. I know you had a really great time. We want to come back. We want to bring some other comics. And maybe we'll bring Pat again. So any help you can give us with making that happen. We want to get some sponsors this time so we can make a little more money for the charities.
Yeah,
but-
that'd be great.
And so you can win more raffle baskets.
Yeah.
Well, I taped my ticket to the bottom of the jar, and John picked them out perfectly.
Don't get that out there. You're going to get me in trouble, Elizabeth. You probably bought the most tickets, though, I would assume. You bought a lot of tickets,
I think
right?
she's the only one who bought tickets.
I only put 2 tickets in each basket.
No, you didn't.
I did. I only put 2 tickets in each basket.
And that's what makes me laugh is that the people who don't buy any tickets, they're the ones getting pissed. She won again! I go, well, you got to buy a ticket to win. So, Elizabeth, hopefully we'll see you again down there the next time we're in town.
Yeah, you've got my number, so give me a call.
All right.
That might have been the sorriest thing you ever did was give John your phone number, Elizabeth. Good luck with that.
He can give it to you, Pat.
Oh!
Hey!
All right, Elizabeth, we'll see you soon. You're the best. That was a great call.
All right.
All right,
Love
take
you
care,
guys.
Elizabeth.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye, Elizabeth.
That's funny because I told you to have some fun with it before the mic,
Great guest.
That was good. That was very funny. So, yeah, she talked about being in a food coma. Captain Scotto from the FDNY. I don't know where he worked as a lieutenant. He was a captain in 3 engine, and then he was a chief after I left. I keep calling him captain because that's what I know him as,
Yeah.
We were invited, and Joanne Scotto, I hope she's watching.
How did you perform after such a
here's the
tremendous
thing.
Listen, I hope Joanne calls. We'll talk about the meal. But I met another fireman that was in your house in the Bronx. I
Yeah.
told you about it. Yeah,
Yeah, I would've liked
You
to
would have
have
liked
met
it. Yeah,
Oh, you
good
know
guy.
him?
Good
You
guy.
know him?
I probably would have known his
Uh-huh.
name.
Yeah.
So getting back to the meal, Captain Scotto, I worked with him in 3 engine back in the late, 80s, early 90s, and we come full circle. They're the ones that brought us there. They saw us in Point St. Lucie last year and said, can you come to our community? And we were invited into the beautiful home of Joanne and Joe Scotto.
It was phenomenal. I mean, we were treated like royalty.
Shrimp
and that's no
cocktail,
joke.
I must have ate 40 shrimp.
It was like an experience, an unbelievable experience, because you go over there and they were treating us like kings. But the
Yeah.
one thing that really threw us off, that John
Oh, no.
brought his laundry over there,
I need
and he wanted to use their washing machine. No joke. He brought his laundry
I
over there.
brought my pants to throw in the
So
dryer.
he had his underwear there. He had an underwear bag he put in the wash. And then he said he had some...
Not
said
those pants he had
he
on
said he had
last
some
month.
wrinkles in his pants. He said, can I just throw it in the dryer? So Joanne was so nice. She goes, I'll iron them for you. You know, and he
Is that-
says,
she's
no,
a
no.
sweetheart.
She left them in the dryer. They almost shrunk. He had them in there. So I said, John, you
So
going to
they
take your
cooked
pants out of the
for
dryer?
you. They did John's wash. Anything else?
They brought us there. They were instrumental in bringing us to the show.
Those weren't the pants he had on last month.
Yeah.
Oh.
The ones he got on... Oh, no,
No.
not them.
So Joanne started with the shrimp cocktail, but something that I wanted to make tonight.
Oh,
and we'll do it next
the
week.
baked olives.
The
Maybe we'll
baked
do it. Maybe we'll
olives.
do it on the show. We'll do it.
Yeah,
the only thing we don't
can't bake them on the show.
but we could show how to do it, and we can have the baked product here
Done.
to show the
Yeah,
audience.
we can eat it on air.
It was fun. It was
Do you
fantastic.
have the recipe in there? I sent it to you.
No, I don't have it. I don't pay
print
attention.
it out?
But I remember what was in it. Some of it, and Joanne could tell us if she calls
Lemons.
in. It had sauteed garlic, oil.
Lemons,
You put the
fennel seed.
you put the
Delish. Speaking of,
Hold on, here's Joanne. Joanne, you calling in?
no, call in.
You
We're
have the
talking
number?
right about you
You're
now.
calling my cell
Right
number.
on cue.
keep talking
Yeah,
about that
you have the
food,
station
Pat.
number?
So anyway, the baked olives. We're gonna find the
No, hold
recipe in
on.
2 minutes.
Hold on 1 second, Pat. What is the station
Why
number?
don't you give it to Patty G? He'll tell her.
Hey guys, what's the station number?
Did you have
It's
the
not
clam-
on the screen.
I'm sorry, folks out there, for the interruption. We're very not professional with.
Did you have the baked Maronicati?
Who's in the booth? What's the phone number? 516 945 9099.
You got it, Joanne? Oh, she hung up already. All right, she's
Were
calling.
you afraid that all that food was going to take away from
Yes.
your comedic edge?
Well,
Yes.
that's true. I don't like to eat that much before a show, so
Neither do I.
we sample. I would have had about 3 or 4 bowls of that
Oh.
macaroni. She made a huge dish of penny alla vodka.
And the way she made
A little
it.
different than I'm
I
usually
saw it in
usually
my
having.
eating
you sent
before
me,
the
you
show.
sent me the picture. I was
Yeah,
licking
yeah.
my phone.
Yeah.
And RC was having a ball because he knows a lot about food
Cooking,
too.
yeah.
He's been on the chew, so
He's probably gonna
he's
do
very
cooking.
knowledgeable on food.
Yeah, he'll
I don't think he
probably
was
do
supposed to
cooking.
say that. It's something he's doing.
He's not doing a cooking show.
Yeah. So I don't think he wanted to leak that. but he
Hello?
wasn't. Hey!
Hey, there she is! Our hero! Hello, Joanne! Joanne?
I'm here, but
Hey, how are you? Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Joanne, I heard the food was great. A little less starch in the pants next time, huh?
Okay. Hello there, John. How are you?
Very good, Joanne.
Hi,
Can you
Pat.
hear me clearly?
Hi, Joanne.
Yes, I can hear you well.
All right, so Pat says the first thing is he couldn't believe I brought my pants over there. And he swears I did a load of underwear while you were in there cooking.
Were you eating dinner in your underwear?
No, no.
No, yeah, he took his pants off to put them in the dryer.
No, oh.
He ate in his boxes.
That's what Italians do. Joanne, tell us about the olives. The olives, I'm still thinking about those olives. Give us a quick synopsis of how you made those olives.
Wow, big word for
Okay.
Oh.
Olives.
Various olives.
Yes,
You can go to any olive bar, whatever your local supermarket has.
right?
Put them in the baking pan. Put a little bit of olive oil. Chop up some garlic fine. Fennel seed. Lemon juice. Slice a lemon. Wash it. Seed it. Put the slices on the olives.
We're listening.
They cut her off.
Throw John's pants in the dryer.
You got a bad. Joanne, you hear us?
I can hear you, but so anyway, you put it at 325 in the oven for 45 minutes. Slices of lemons on top, and serve it warm.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was something I never had before. It was so delicious, Joanne.
Why don't you have her text you
my
the
hat's
recipe?
off to you for the meal you put out. It was phenomenal.
Oh, good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Oh, we
It was
did.
a
We
pleasure
knew you-
having you. It was a pleasure having you here for dinner, and the show was fabulous.
Show was fabulous. Everybody was so nice. Patty did a nice job. RC did a nice job, and I was there too.
And you did a good job too, John.
I was there, right,
Everybody
Joanne?
This guy's
did a
been
good job.
fishing for compliments. all
Joanne, no,
day.
I'm not fishing for a compliment.
Oh,
I just
my-
wanted to
He's,
be known that I
he
was
still
there.
hurt. Elizabeth stiffed him initially.
Oh,
That's where it
And
lies.
she continued.
You would never
to
know this
call.
guy's a 25-year-old comic.
So listen, Joe Scotto, Captain Scotto, Chief Scotto,
Yeah.
when I worked with him, was a by the book guy. I don't know if he's a big laugher. Did he smile at all during the show?
He did when you left the house.
Of course he did. He was hysterical laughing.
All right.
I saw him laugh.
I was afraid to look at him because I thought he would start telling me, to clean the truck or something.
He got
And he really got a big laugh out of one of your posts. said on Facebook that you enjoyed watching me order him around.
Yes. Yes, it was nice. It was nice that you giving him orders and him sitting there rolling his eyes a little bit like, here she goes again, telling me something to do. You run that house, Joanne. You do a great job, though.
Nice people.
Place is beautiful. The food was beautiful. And you shouldn't have did that because next time we come back, we're going to want to come back and eat.
Yeah,
Or maybe we should take her out to eat.
but that's okay by us.
All right. All right. Is Joe there, or is he locked in the
sent a
bedroom
message
again?
off- I sent a message off to the social committee chairperson, told him you want to come back again, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
Okay?
Well, thank you so much for all your hospitality. Patty, you want to add something?
No, I just want to thank you again. It was great meeting you guys. Terrific people. All the people there in
Yeah.
Vero Beach were fantastic. I had a great time.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
All right, so we'll be in
John,
touch.
remember when you get that frame,
Oh,
let
yes.
me know,
I will.
okay?
All right, thanks,
All right.
Joanne.
All right, take care.
Take care,
Bye.
Joanne.
Bye, Joanne.
I thought Joanne made a frame. She had my logo in it, the Left Saves Lives logo, and I thought she made the frame. So I said to Cap, I go, you think she can make me one? Because I really like it, right? So she goes back, and she had ordered it off. So she orders me one. I go, no, I didn't want you to have to pay for it. She ordered me with $15,000. She
He does that to
I
people.
said
He tries to he tries to force them to do things. So he's trying to fish for
Yeah,
compliments, and he's fishing for gifts.
So anybody out there, if you're listening and you were at the show in Florida, heard it
Send
was
John a frame.
How did John do?
Yeah.
You
Was
know,
John
Should you
there is the
call
first
in?
question. Now, the first show was a whole different animal because we had to set up the room. Pat was selling 50-50. He was selling raffles. He fixed the sound system. Then it broke. He fixed it again. He was selling T-shirts.
Oh, my God.
And when he was doing all that like this, I said, Pat, you're up. And he got up on
I
stage.
heard he was parking cars.
It was like
as
an
well.
episode out of the Munsters when you go in there. The one guy does everything in there.
Yeah, bring
Parking
up,
cars? Yeah. Hold on, I got to bring a car around. I'll start the show.
But John was getting nervous because the first guy comes up. He goes, he gives me $100. I said, I don't have change. He goes, I don't want change. I want $100. I said, what? So I got to start counting it.
And he's
then
getting louder and
people,
louder.
And people don't have patience. Going, oh, I want the. I said,
Give me 20.
do you have that extra large? I said, I told you, lady. Wait a minute. I got the extra
That's
large.
all I'm hearing from
And he
across
goes,
the room.
Yeah, but
Wait, 50. You gave me a 50. You know you gave me a.
But if he
He's
gave you the
not
money,
with-
if
he-
he gave you the money in like an alley in Arthur Avenue somewhere, you would have been fine.
yeah, it would be much more my world. But listen, but then this guy's watching me. He's not even helping. He goes, oh yeah, we'll have to save lives. I've been
not.
around. I did this in honor of my brothers at
was
9/11,
not.
and he's watching me sweat. I'm running around.
He's
And
the
then he goes-
headliner.
Then he turns around and goes, there's no music on in here. You want to get the music on? So you get the music,
music
on.
going.
They bring a boombox on stage. It shut out all the sound
How
on
long was
on
the
our
cord?
sound.
How long was the mic wire we were going to use? It's about this long.
So the guy comes out, the mic, we go to set the mic up, get the show ready, right? No sound. The sound went out. So the guy goes, don't worry about it. He says, I got this microphone in the back. Comes out with a cord this long.
That's Vito. The German
Vito.
Vito. The German Vito.
He's a Polish Vito.
Vito.
So I'm like, a cord that big, I'm going to knock this thing off the stage. I'm going to pull it right out. So I'm sitting there going, RC's going, yeah, that's nice. Don't worry, we're gonna. So I go to work on. Sean starts going, all right, we're gonna start the show now. All right,
Well, we're 10 minutes late.
So I'm sitting there, I'm trying to fix the mic. He goes, all right, we're gonna bring up your whole suit. I'm like,
How was the
I'm
food?
sweating.
Patty, how
I'm
was the
sweating.
food?
I'm not even prepared. And all of a sudden he goes, I get the mic. I get the mic. Hey, Patty, get the microphone. He goes,
There
all
we go.
right, let's bring up your host. I'm like, what?
That's under fire, baby. That's
I
and
went
you
right
went-
on.
You rose to the occasion, brother.
Yeah, thanks.
You went up there and you did it.
Oh, man.
Okay, set. So tell us about the kitchen there, though. When we walked in, they were serving food there.
Yeah.
Hamburgers they had.
Well, it smelled nice. I mean, but I don't know how long they've been sitting there. It looks like they just they had the stuff
He
there
said to me,
for.
it looks like they opened the kitchen for the first time in 5 years.
This is at where now?
The Knights of Columbus. Then I said to the guy, Vito, nice guy, where's the menu? There's one taped on the wall. So the people got to get up, look at the menu on the wall, order stuff, go to the bar to get the drink. And you know what? It was a good show. RC was upset when he walked out. He was a little worried.
Oh yeah, but RC.
Well, let him talk about
Oh yeah,
it.
he'll tell you. But listen, the thing was, now I go to the guy Vito. I say, hey, Vito, paisan, nice Italian guy. He goes, I'm not Italian. I'm Polish. I said, where did I ever get a Polish Vito? I never heard of a Polish Vito.
Can we bring up the Life Vac commercial? Can we do Life Vac, guys?
Yeah, you were good too.
Maybe
huh?
when he served you the Peniella kielbasa. He's gonna do,
Let me just talk before the Life Vac commercial.
Kielbasa
They're gonna bring it
and
up.
peppers.
Let's talk about Francesca at the Hilton Garden Inn PGA Village.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful sunny South Florida, less than 2 miles away from where the Mets spring training is and the Mets single A team first day to field. Beautiful stadium, right?
Oh, awesome.
Adjacent to the world-renowned PGA golf. Yeah, Life Vac?
Just a call.
All right. Okay. Is he asking if he can Skype in?
You want me to see if
He's the one that's supposed to Skype in, yeah. And a short drive from St. Lucie County, 11 miles from the pristine beaches. We went to the beaches, beautiful. It's a beautiful hotel, Hilton Garden Inn PGA Village, the perfect place to be spring, summer, fall. They took unbelievable, free breakfast every morning,
yeah, it was
free
unbelievable.
breakfast, free.
John would go to breakfast. I not to cut you up, but John would go to breakfast and not invite me.
No, what?
He gets up every morning. He takes
I'm
off.
going to breakfast,
Meanwhile,
I say.
I'm up at
No, I'm gonna have
5:30
to-
every
no,
morning.
I'm
This
just gonna
guy's
keep it
out.
this way.
I should call him. I said, John, where are you? I'm at breakfast now.
because you had a 2-foot blow dryer cord up in your room. You were busy, you were trying to work your way around that thing, you know?
Is RC able to Skype in, or are we going to take a call?
He can only call. So.
All right, we'll take it.
All right, he's on right now.
Patty.
All right, RC Smith.
Take the call. Take the call.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh, see.
We want to try not to talk when you talk. I just want to say a few things, RC. Number one, Laughter Saves Lives loves to put on good shows. We like when we leave and the people go, wow, you guys are great. You brought it home for us those last Friday, Saturday. Thank you for your professionalism. You were awesome.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And yet now I have to call in. I can't even get rid of you two. Now I'm stuck with the two of you for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but you hit on us most of the time. We couldn't find you around in the morning. You parked your car down the block and everything.
So what time are you guys going to breakfast? 8. All right. RC was down there at 7. So tell us about the Friday night show, RC. Did Laughter Saves Lives take care of you at the Knights of Columbus?
The Friday night show was like walking into a tomb when I got there. First of all, I pull into the driveway, and there's only 2 people out front, and it's you and Pat. You're the only 2 people standing out front.
That's right.
And this was about 40 minutes before the show.
True.
And I was like, oh, crap, this is going to suck. So I go in the place. So, no, then you two argued about where you're going to have dinner, whether you should go to the Wawa or go up the street to
What a
KFC or whatever. So you're arguing about where you're going to have dinner. And I was like, well, I'm going to go inside. So I walk inside, and there's everybody that worked at the place was named Vinny or Vito or something like that.
And what was their age range?
Between 80 and death.
Good guys.
Really good guys.
Yeah.
But
Where'd you-
you walk into this big room, and then there's all these other doorways that just lead to God knows where. And it was like a haunted house because another old guy named Vinny would pop out of the door when you would least expect it.
RC, where was the show? On the Ravenite Social Club?
It was pretty close. So
Sounds like
I'm
an
sitting
escape
there,
room.
so I just pulled up a chair in the back, and I was like, "Well, I'm just going to sit here and wait what happens." And then every Vinny would come out and he would bitch about something. We didn't even know this was going to happen. We weren't even expecting you guys. We didn't have enough
That's what you
chairs.
want.
We can't believe how this is going to run late. This and that and that. And I'm like, "Look, I'm just a comic, all right? I have nothing to do with this."
That's an audience you want to,
And we gave
out.
you a nice meal on Friday night, didn't we?
What's that?
We gave you a nice meal at the Knights of Columbus, right?
Yeah, I had the mozzarella sticks.
Ooh. This guy's a television legend. And he's in the Knights of Columbus. We gave him, and he paid for it himself, I think, right?
This guy's used to having Mario Bartoli cooking for him. and
He's
he got
dying.
mozzarella
He's
sticks.
dying to hang around with Laughter Saves Lives.
Jack Daniels.
Oh, see,
I ate two
you're
Jack
showing-
Daniels, and I paid for those as well.
You're showing the trajectory. You're illustrating how comedy works. One day you're opening up for you know, big stars or whatever, or headlining, and the next day you're eating fish sticks or mozzarella sticks.
And paying for it yourself.
You know.
A year ago, I was on the set of The Chew with famous TV people and chefs and television stars, and barely a year later, I'm sitting in a rickety chair at a Knights of Columbus bar next to a woman in a wheelchair ordering mozzarella sticks.
Well, now here's the deal. I'm going to let you talk about the show, but you went up there and you put on a show like you were standing on the stage at the Chew. You were phenomenal.
Really were.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, you guys know, I mean, the killer instinct takes over, you know?
Right.
And I was like, all right, you know, and there must have been, well over 30 people there, right? How many people was there?
Well over. Yes, we hit 50.
We had 50. We had 50.
We had 50. Hey, we had 50, RC. Don't put the show down. We
Let's
had
put it
50.
this way. The last time I was in front of that many people, it was a jury. Let's put it this way.
Hey, RC, if there were 58 people there, how many were named Vito?
Well, at least 60 of the 58 were named Vito.
And how was the show, RC?
The show was good. It was really good. I enjoyed myself, and it was well worth the hour and 10-minute drive from the hotel that you booked us in, nowhere near the gig. So it was great.
She took care of us there. The
You can't
rooms
wait
were
to
well
come back
She
to
did.
Laugh
The
to Save
hotel
Lives.
was very nice. The hotel was very nice. I just didn't realize I had to leave on Friday to get to the gig on Saturday.
Okay, now let's turn the page. Saturday. How was your meal on Saturday? Did it make up for Friday?
It made up for 20 years in comedy. That's what the meal on Saturday
Nice.
made up for. It was amazing. This woman opened up her home to three knuckleheads and fed us like we were one of the family. So it was really, really nice. Joanne and Joe were the best.
And they really enjoyed your company. They really did.
Well, I knew they enjoyed my company. They kept looking at me and kind of like nudging at you two, like, can we get rid of them? That's what they kept saying.
Hey, at least I got my laundry done.
I think, yeah, only you show up at a guest house with a bottle of wine and pants that need ironing. Only you would do that.
That's love. That's how close I felt to them. That is love, my brother.
It was like being at our parents' house, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes.
It was very nice. So the meal was fantastic. The shrimp and the olives, which I know you guys talked about, and the chicken, it was all really, really good. And so we wolfed that down, and then had to. I mean, this whole thing took place in a gated community, so it was like being in a summer camp. And so then we had to head over to the clubhouse, and they had 150 people or so at the show.
Yes.
And they had, I mean, everybody there is a grandparent, so it was nothing but sweets and cheese were all laid out on the tables for everybody.
And you kept saying something about they weren't allowed to leave, right?
No. As a matter of fact, I think we're the first people in years that have shown up and were able to leave within the same night.
Well, you're doing well out there. You look very happy. I don't want to call it your retirement. Your move to Florida. You're close to your mom, which I know you're really enjoying.
Exactly. Yeah, I get to see. I mean, when the Chew was canceled a year ago, I honestly didn't know what I was going to do because in TV you get called when a show is canceled. I always got phone calls from producers saying, "Hey, I know the show ended, but I want you to come work on my show." And I sort of just went from show to show to show. I was really lucky that way. Well, once the Chew ended, there was nothing else coming up. I knew there were no shows, and I was like, well. And then someone said, you can go work on The View. So I decided to move to Florida.
RC, where are you from originally, buddy?
Originally, I'm from Ohio. I grew up in Cleveland, went to school in Cincinnati, and I moved to New York in '84 and lived in New York from '84 until just last year. So almost 34 years I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in Brooklyn for 34 years.
So did you move to mostly do stand-up in '84 or around?
I started doing stand-up in '90. So I moved to New York. I was a theater major in college, so I moved to New York to wait tables, and then I became a comic in 1990.
So
and started making a living at it probably about 3 or 4 years later.
So
Wow.
can you give us a good Pip story? Because I'm sure you passed through there somewhere along the way.
You know, I never performed there, but I went there when I first started,
Right.
and it scared the crap
Yes,
out of
yes.
that place.
Me too.
Yes, a scary place.
It was. RC, tell us about a few of the jobs that you had in comedy, the warm-up jobs.
I started off in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I did the Ricky Lake show. I did the Tony Danza show. I was on the Rachel Ray show for 6 years. I was on the Chew for 7. I did a bunch of game shows that were like just a couple of weeks.
Right.
I've done pilots. I mean, I did Good Morning America a bunch of times before I moved down here. So I've done a lot of shows.
Yeah, well, it shows because you're so comfortable on that stage, just going into the audience and not dependent on much of your material. I don't know if because you're that brave.
It was great to watch.
Yeah,
He
watching you.
He remembers. If you ever get a chance to check out RC, he remembers all the audience members' names.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even remember how much change to get back in the raffle. This guy's remembering everybody's name in it.
I can't even remember Charlie's name.
But the funny thing is once I get off stage, I don't remember anybody.
That's amazing.
Weird, because then when I'm driving, and I don't remember what happens during the show. So if I call my wife and she says, "Oh, how was the show?" I can't really remember anything. And then then over the next couple of days, I'll be
Right.
like, "Oh, you know what happened the other night?" It'll come back like in a flash, like that, and I'll remember the show.
That's amazing.
Because I think I concentrate so hard for like an hour that once I get off stage, it kind of all just disappears.
Yeah, once you get off stage, you're really not much company. But on stage,
Let me tell you
Well,
something.
you're giving them mozzarella sticks with
Let
old
me tell you
men.
something. You're a gentleman, RC.
yes.
Look,
One- one of the
are
good
you
guys.
paying me to perform or to be your best friend?
No,
Listen,
you were a pleasure. Even
you
to
were a
talk to in the
pleasure.
green room, you're a great guy, man.
yeah, we loved hanging with
it's-
you, and we hope to
It's
do it
very
again
funny
soon.
because I can't stand hanging out with most comics. It drives me crazy because you know, a lot of guys are always they're on all the time. They're trying to be funny and clever, and it's like, dude, and then they get on stage and they suck. So it was a pleasure hanging out with guys that sucked before they went on stage. You know, it's a pleasure.
I was waiting for that one. Thanks, RC. Well, listen.
It was a pleasure hanging out with a couple of guys that are just really normal guys, which is what I really like.
Thanks, and same here.
Yeah,
Same here.
Same here.
We said the same thing in the car.
We had a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Sorry, are you guys coming back down here or what?
Yeah, we'll be back down in a few months.
All right. I think I can find a couple empty Knights of Columbus halls here we can perform at.
Thank you, RC.
On the West Coast.
Get ones with Mario's and Giuseppe's, all right?
What's that?
Get one with, it's no Vinny's and Vito's. We'll have some Mario's and Giuseppe's.
Yeah, we're going to move over to Mario's now. Yeah, because I think obviously based on the Friday night show, having an audience isn't your main concern. So I can have a room like anybody.
Well, we appreciate your support, my friend.
And hey, listen, John, no BS. The stuff that you do and the work that you do is very admirable. So I admire what you do. So and then just learning your whole backstory and everything just really impressed the heck out of me. I mean, I sort of knew it a little bit when I was working your gigs out on Long Island, but you know, to know more about it, I'm really impressed with the stuff that you guys do.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. You made us look good. Everybody had a ball, and we'll be in touch.
Anytime you want, brother. I'm down here, just waiting.
Thanks, RC. Enjoy.
Thanks. Take
Thanks,
care.
guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye, RC. Thanks, buddy.
Good man.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Good man. Really good man. Can we get life back up, by the way, guys? Okay. So we did the Hilton Garden Inn. I wanted Patty to talk.
Please listen. This is a LifeVac. It's easy to use and can save a life in an airway emergency. LifeVac is proven to save lives, and it's as simple as place, push, pull. I've had one in my kitchen and one in my car for years, and you should have one in yours. Choking is a leading cause of death. 5,000 people a year die from choking, one child every 5 days, and it can happen in just 4 minutes. There's no time to wait. If you have children in your home, please consider your LifeVac today.
And we're back. LifeVac saved another life last week. We love being affiliated with them. Good people. Saw some movies on the plane.
Oh, yeah,
I saw Stars Born for the first time. Patty, you see Stars Born?
Nope.
Have you said anything this whole time?
Not much.
Act, John.
Jeez, we were over here chatting. How
No,
do you have anything you want to say?
you're doing your Florida show. Just, you know, glad to hear
sorry,
you.
we're excited.
He sounds like he's a fabulous
I actually,
comic.
one of the audience members
Yes.
from
Oh, yeah,
John You didn't think
When
you
I was on stage.
Yeah, they
What's
just
that?
sent me a picture.
Let me
Wow.
see. Can you get it up there?
One of the guys. This was at the night.
One of the people in the show
Just to see. This is
just
pick it up.
they just
What?
they just this is
There
one of
he
the
is.
that's one of the vetoes.
Oh,
And
LaRocchio.
this is why John was up there. This is they
is
were
he-
was having a good time, the little
What is he wearing
fellow.
on his head, LaRocchio? Headphones?
Oh man.
So we went to the beach just before we talked about the movies.
Oh,
Did I took him to it.
listen.
How was Johnny L at the
Johnny L. Let's just give a whole thing on. Johnny L. is obsessed with the Fitbit. We all know that. But you know, when I go to the beach, I'm on vacation, sort of. When we're doing the shows, we set Sunday out to go to a little beach. Oh, I think it was Sunday before we went to his uncle's house.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Well, we don't got time to.
Well, we can talk about it quick. Anyway, I'll say about his uncle real quick. But anyway, we go to the beach. I'll make this short quick. We go to the beach, and I figure I'm
there's a
gonna
change.
lay down. I'm gonna get some sun, or maybe go in the water a little bit. He gets these directions. He goes to the wrong beach. First of all, we found out the day after. We were supposed to go to the south side. We were on another side. So we go to this beach. There's
nice.
these waves in it. Nobody's in the water. So I'm saying, John, is
One
this the right-
person
are you
is in
sure
the
it's the right beach? And there's a big drop, and he goes, "Yeah, it's the beach."
There's a
It's
cliff.
good.
There
What
was a
else-
cliff. You
what
had to
else
go
are
down
we
to the
gonna do?"
beach.
Oh, okay.
Little
So
cliff.
he's standing there like this. Okay, I'm gonna go walking now.
That's right.
Putting the lotion on. Wait, oh, that's another story. I got
I deleted that.
Wait a minute.
I deleted
that.
that
Was
on
that was
Facebook.
horrible. I don't know if you've seen it. So anyway,
I
so he goes on the
Well,
beach.
by the way, why do you walk like you're marching in Kim Jong Il's army?
So now he's walking. I got to be embarrassed. He's standing there like this. Okay, Patty, I'm gonna go take a walk. Okay. So he goes down there. So I'm standing there.
Walking in the
I figure
water.
I'm gonna get a little sun. So I stand around and walk around. And
Took forever to lay in the sun. That was your
well, I
problem.
like to stand and get a little on a little tan and walk around. I was going to go in the water, but I didn't want to leave my phone there.
did 3 miles
I figured you'd
before
come
you-
back and let me go in the water.
Yeah.
He goes to walk back and forth,
Back and forth,
back and forth, back and
back
forth.
and
He was
forth.
like a night watchman, back and forth.
back
He gets up, he goes, all right, Patty, you ready to leave?
What
Ready
took
to
you
leave?
so
I didn't
long?
even sit on the bed. All right, I got to go use the bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom now. I'll go inside and I'll come back. All right, I'll lay down a little bit. So he comes back. I said, all right, you're all right? He lays down for I don't like to. All right, I'm going to get going now. When we get going, we were at the beach no more than
Don't say it. Don't say
no
it.
more than 15 minutes.
Wait, what? Not. You see, you
The
exaggerate.
guy's horrible.
We
And
were
then
at the
first
beach
he takes me to
17
breakfast.
and
Takes me
a
to
half
breakfast. You want to go to McDonald's?
Oh, that's big.
We
That's,
go to McDonald's.
That's
He
right.
takes me in one of the worst neighborhoods
Oh,
to
what's
eat at
bad?
McDonald's. We were like in East New York.
People were like the dead. They were coming from the trailer parks to McDonald's. You know,
I heard there were
all-
zombies with Fitbits on. Is that true?
I'm like, this guy is nuts. So getting back to, well, since we can't talk about, I have to thank his aunt, uncle, his cousin.
Aunt
and-
Rosemary, Uncle Pat, my cousin Tony, Masha, and Jean. They fed us on Sunday.
They treated us like kings too.
Chicken palm up
We
the
sat
ass.
there. I had a couple of beers. We relaxed. We had a nice time.
Yankee game.
Well, that was the bad part. But anyway, he let me watch a little of the Masters, and then we went down and we sat down. Beautiful chicken parmesan. We had salad, and then
My uncle's stories. He's 95. With
they
Frank Sinatra.
homemade bread.
Right.
And then wait a minute, I got to go to the dessert she did. She did a pudding,
Oh,
chocolate
yeah.
pudding with no sugar, with graham crackers.
Oh, it's
phenomenal to die for.
Yeah,
you
you know
would
what
think there was
happened?
sugar in it. Apple pie.
Yeah, we said, "Where's the pudding?"
Cheesecake.
She made a big tray.
Cheesecake.
Patty ate the whole freaking tray.
It was phenomenal. I had to let my pants out
Wait
when
a
I got
minute.
out
Was there any time on this trip when you weren't eating?
No.
Listen, they took
No.
care of us, and I really, I really had one of the most wonderful trips. I haven't been on vacation in 17 years, and I know we went, and I got to thank John for everything. It was one of the most relaxing, fun times.
And we did run
He's
around.
a fun. We had a lot of laughs.
We did have
had a
a lot of
ball. We had a ball. We
Just,
really
you
did.
know, I was laughing hard at the things that you were sending him, thinking, what is he doing? Because we were laughing so hard. And I'm like, what is Steve doing on the other end of this phone? And Patty,
I was-
you know, just laughing, thinking about your expressions. And I'm like, if they think this is half as funny as I do.
I was hovered over a microwave pizza in a semi-dark apartment, going, maybe I should have gone on this trip.
Wait a minute.
you know,
here's the-
Steve, I was
he said
sitting there
that,
with
he
a
said
pizza
that.
going, you know,
Here's a-
Steve
here's a-
should have went on this trip.
Speaking of microwave
I
things,
couldn't though, folks. I would have liked to.
Yes.
Please, next time. I'm sorry I couldn't make it for those who might have saw me on a poster, but
Nobody asked for you.
thank you.
listen, wait. Speaking of microwave,
Butch Seltzer would have liked me there.
Butch would have said.
hey, Aussie said you
Hey,
were
wait,
clever.
Butch, let's give
Wait,
Butch
wait,
props.
Forget about
Give
Butch.
Butch props.
Forget about Butch. 1 minute.
The radio show.
We're going to talk about it, but I want to tell us one thing.
Freaking 3 minutes.
I'll talk him fast.
Holy crap, he doesn't
Listen,
shut up
speaking of
today.
microwave pizzas, Now I got to go in John's room before we go home because they let us have the room.
Was he?
He doesn't let you in the room. He doesn't let you in the room the whole week. He's out.
They don't let me in the room.
Was he like this? What do you want?
Because you keep telling people you're staying with me.
He's
I'm
got
not going
this.
to let you in
He's
the
got
room.
this mask on. He looks like Ed Norton when he won the Man from Space competition.
I got a CPAP. I got a medical problem. And you're making fun of me.
It looked like a
You're
stereo.
ashamed.
It looked like one of those boom boxes from years ago.
And you're telling everyone this is your boyfriend.
I got, yeah. And he doesn't let me in
I'm
his
bringing
room.
my
Would you?
luggage in there.
No.
Because I got to line it up. I look to the right. He has like 4 boxes of macaroni and cheese
two.
opened up and eaten.
2.
And the night before, he says, Patty, I just want to go lay down and we'll go out to dinner later. He leaves me. I'm in the room eating cheese doodles. Never heard from him one bit. Then he has the
asleep.
nerve to go, oh, Patty, you up yet? I didn't sleep at all. I said, I thought we were going out to dinner.
I fell asleep.
He had Wendy's before he went in. He didn't care.
A Fitbit. A CPAP. You're a walking abbreviation. That's what you are. Everything. Fit. I get my Fitbit, my CPAC, my ASPCA, my CIA,
My life partner. We're not living together.
my life hack.
Listen, he says he's a diabetic, right?
I'm a diabetic.
He goes
I
by
need
the
my
pool.
insulin.
He goes by the pool. Most people are thinking with his fit thing. He's eating M&M with peanuts at the pool. I said, what diabetic is this guy?
What we wanted to bring up one thing. What did I just say? You cut me off for the 10th time.
No, we're going to Butchie.
Butchie.
Butchie Seltzer got us on a radio station. Those guys were great
They
guys.
want to help us the next time we come out. They're going to put sponsorship packages together. They
Hello?
loved us. They loved us.
Hello?
Yes. Caller, we have 2 minutes. Who's on the line?
It's Joanne again. I sent them pictures from the other night if they want to put them up.
Oh, all right. We probably don't have time. We will put them up next week, Joanne.
Bye.
Joanne.
Thank you.
Joanne,
Joanne.
Pat wants to know if you can send food up to New York for him.
I'll
Thanks,
be up there the
Joanne.
end of May.
So,
Hi, Joanne.
So Butchie set us up with the radio station.
And it was like a BAB. It wasn't like an internet radio station. It
Some
was a
good
real
music.
station, a rock station like BAB, local station. And that's how we got some of our guests. Go ahead, send us the story. Sorry.
That's the freaking story.
Oh, no. You want to talk about Butch?
You got 4
What
seconds
I wanted
left.
to say was, it's hard getting into some of those stations last minute. We got off the plane. Butch says, you're on the radio tomorrow morning. So we got to give props to
Good
Butch.
man, Butch.
Good
Yeah,
job.
Butchie did a great job. We had a lot of fun.
And a good connection. So this guy's going to help us the next time. I met a woman.
Butch makes it
Oh,
happen.
yeah, tell that story. That's a great story.
All right, we got 2 minutes. I'll tell it quick. So
Who got you the hotel
I'm
room?
handing it. What?
The hotel room was beautiful, right?
Yeah. Oh, the hotel was great. So
And then Amy.
what's it?
Amy got you that way.
Oh, yeah, well, Amy was, yeah, we got to mention
thank
Amy.
you, Amy, yes.
Amy was, every time I sent her an email, response, phone calls, she dealt with Francesco, she got us beautiful hotel room.
Re-switching his
Amy,
Lake George
great job.
thing.
Amy was awesome.
A lot of people behind the scenes
Yes,
doing it.
doing it.
Amy does a fantastic job.
She's unbelievable.
She hooks
Since
us up
she's
well.
come on board, and I thank you for introducing us.
Oh, go on.
Amy's been awesome.
She's
What
a
is
great
the thing I
person. You
wanted to
should
say?
marry her.
We're almost-
She's
we're almost
terrific.
done. We're almost done. What did I want to say?
You
What
were
was I just
talking
saying?
about the radio station.
How we got 30 seconds? What's the story I was going to say?
Why don't you just say goodnight? That's all.
It was a great story.
How was the
Dunkin'
food?
Donuts.
The Dunkin' Donuts. So I walk into the Dunkin' Donuts and I see this girl there and I say, hey, you want to come to the show?
And
she
she
goes,
was-
what do you do? I said, would you not cut me off for 30 seconds?
telling him.
What are you going to do? What do you do? I tell her what we do and she goes, you're not going to believe the conversation we're about to have. And I said, what do you mean? She's dealing with an organization that has post-traumatic stress syndrome. They help cops, firemen, military. We're going to be doing a show for them the next time we come out. Bam!
Just don't ask her to make a video, okay?
No.
She was great.
Ladies
She was
and
great.
gentlemen, great trip
She
to
was a
Florida.
pretty woman. She was a pretty woman.
Let me tell you something. If you want to go on a trip
Yeah.
anywhere, you want to have a lot of laughs, go with this guy. I never had more fun. He's a great laugher, a great partner, and we slept in the same bed.
Yeah.
We're going over to the Masterpiece from Diamond. Good night, everybody.
Cute as hell.
Yes, sure.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Was chasing the beer that circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball. Play ball. Take off the caps. Time for the song.